Because if they weren't here, we wouldn't be where we are today. Family's very important to me. I'm focused on family all the time. And now my family's gotten very big because all these people in these countries have become family. They all like to call us mom and dad.
The amazing thing for me is that over all these years to work with Wendy, and she has never disappointed me. I mean, she's been an absolute solid person. She has a lot of compassion. And I think the thing that most people see in us is how much we love each other.
Randy keeps me happy and laughing all the time.
After 35 years, it's been a great time. I feel very loved. I really do.
What I like the most is helping people. But what I focus on is trying to have the best products that it's going to help them stay young and healthy longer and grow the number of people that know about Scenesse. That's my focus.
I'd like to continue building schools because there are lots of places in the world that kids don't have a good educational opportunity. We teach them how to overcome poverty and get out of poverty and show them that they're loved and appreciated, and that makes all the difference in the world in a child's life. We're only passing through this world. We're not permanent here. We're just passing through. And when we leave with empty pockets, and we're going to be accountable for two things. One, how did we treat Mother Earth? And two, how did we treat the people on Earth?
Helping people to succeed and make their lives better and a better way to live. That's what I want.
She's gonna cry. I'm gonna need Kleenex. Okay, you weren't gonna do this. Remember, we talked about this. There's no crying. But if there was ever a country where you can have a good cry, it's right here in Italy. It's tears of happiness to finally be back. I think you know by now that we all love. I mean, you are my friend and my mentor, and you're the hardest working woman that I know. I mean, and I know a lot of you who burn the midnight oil, but she's been doing it for a lot longer, and she's never changed. I mean, you can text her. Well, I'm not going to go there because they'll all be texting you, so I didn't say anything about that, all right? You know. But we've learned so much from you and Randy. So how does it feel to be such an influence on people's lives?
Wow. It feels really good because I feel like we can help so many people. And I really feel like that we've spent a lot of time helping thousands and thousands of people. But first, I want to say, I want to thank all of you from Europe, the Middle East, and CIS family, because if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be doing as well as we are. It's been amazing because even though it's been a very difficult time with the pandemic, this area has grown where other countries and other places have not done as well, but you've grown a lot, which means you have amazing, amazing people that are working really hard and building wonderful, wonderful teams. So I appreciate you very much. We appreciate having all of you as part of the Scenesse family. It's a wonderful thing to have a family and have you all to be included. And you've worked so hard It's amazing. We could have retired, but we didn't. And why didn't we? Because of all of you. We want to help you succeed.
I think it's like, in familia. So when I first met you and Randy, and it was a long time ago, like a long time ago.
How many years was it?
I think it's 2003. I mean, you know,
it's a long time.
But
I remember when we met.
I was working at another company before I was working for you, and I just remember Randy's laugh as he walked in the office there, you know, and you were always the get-it-done person. But what struck me the most, and I think that as you get to meet Wendy and Randy, is you're just so down to earth. We joke in the United States that they could almost be Canadians. I mean, they're just, and you respect people. It's just natural, you know, like no matter who sits at their table, they give you the respect and they listen to you. I mean, and you always make time for everybody. And you're still so incredibly involved in the business. So how is it that you're still managing to do that? And you still love it, right?
How is it what?
You're still involved in the business so much.
More than ever. I thought I'd be involved with it and less, but not now. I'm involved in it even more. But the whole point is we love making a difference, and that's been my goal. And I love helping you and having other people succeed. And I think one of the main things is Randy and I have been very successful in a couple other companies that we had years ago. And we were very successful in selling those companies. And Randy and I decided we need to give back. We need to help other people do the same thing we did and do well. And that's what we've worked on all this time. We ask questions, a lot of people, and we learn a lot because we listen to what you say. We don't just tell you our opinion. We want to hear what you think. Sometimes I can't do what you think because it may not be the right thing, but I want to listen, I want to learn, and a lot of times we can do it. We want you all to feel very special and be part of the family. That's the main goal.
You've heard people say out there, sorry guys, but women are exceptionally good at multitasking. Has anybody heard that one? Slightly better than the guys. She takes it to a whole new level. She's on the laptop, she's got 2 cell phones, she's probably talking to someone, and she hears everything that is going on. Like she goes, what did you say?
Yeah, that's true.
No. I also know that it's really important to you supporting women in business. You know, so what advice do you have for young women getting started and older ones getting a life? And what I mean by that is sometimes, you know, you've been so busy with the children going to school and then they don't need you anymore and you kind of like get a second life again. So,
well, one thing I want to say is, I don't want to talk about how old I am, but back when I was working, I was a teacher and I worked with students all the time. And back then, women weren't in the kind of business that you're in today and that we have, but I wanted to make people be more successful. And today it's really important that not just men are successful, but women and men, even ones that are married, they need both of you to be successful. It's not like in the old days where, you know, the women stayed home and take care of the kids and the man worked. Well, today, you all need to be successful, and that's what it's all about. And that's what we started to work toward. And I learned from teaching how to work and get women to be on the top level. And today, women are a much higher level than they were back years ago when I first started teaching. I think you all see that, don't you? Yeah, and so the business is very important, and the people have to learn how to work together and do well. And I've got to say something that I think I've said many times, but it's really important. You can't assume if you're new and you're just starting out that you know how to do everything. Actually, Randy and I did that, and we found out we didn't know what we were talking about. One of the things that's really important is that we have a lot of younger people, younger women, working to build the business, become successful, and become great entrepreneurs. However, how do you learn to be successful? You need to look at your upline, because those people that are diamonds, double diamonds, are doing extremely well, and they're the ones that are going to teach you correctly. So it's really important that you listen and learn from them. Don't assume you know it all yourself when you're just starting out. So that's very important.
I think what we hear loud and clear is to listen.
Yep.
You could probably ask them all out there, how many of you have been trying to have a conversation where you're telling somebody something and they're just not listening? Has anybody ever had that happen? Yeah, I'm sure, as the translation gets out there.
Yeah.
So being a good listener is very important in your books, isn't it?
That's right.
So you've had a lot of successful businesses, and we heard in your video, and I've worked with you in a couple of them as well. What do you think made Jeunesse so successful?
I think Jeunesse is successful for a lot of reasons, but one that's really important is our products are amazing. Our products are excellent. A lot of them are before anything else like them has come out. And I think I use all of our products. I've been using all of our products for 12 years. So, I think it works great, but that's my opinion. But I think the products are really great, and you need to know that the staff we have working, a lot of them have been there for many years, and they're very, very good, and they know what they're doing, so it's good for you to work with them. And leaders, your team leaders are amazing. All of these things are what make Jeunesse so successful. And in my opinion, we have become the #1 network marketing company to grow like we did out of all the companies. And part of that is because we care about you. And we're focused on helping all of you succeed, reach your goals and your dreams, because that's what we're here for. And that's really why Randy and I started this company.
Yeah. So I have to ask this question. A lot of people have been asking this. We're not going to say how many years you've been in this business.
Too long.
But the question comes up is, how committed are you to making sure Jeunesse lives on, even if you're tired and you don't want to do this anymore?
I don't give up, though. Even a lot of people try to say, okay, maybe you should stop doing this. I don't give up.
Woo! Yeah, that's an example for all of you.
I've worked my whole life, and I don't see me not working. But the most important thing I can tell you is you have somebody here that is truly amazing, and that's Scott. Scott is here to help create a team and meet and embrace the next generation and ignite a new Jeunesse. He's here for the new Jeunesse. To me, that's very exciting. He's very young and energetic, and he has a great vision for the company. So when you see him tomorrow, you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to realize he is a great future for Jeunesse.
So let's give it up for Scott Lewis. And of course, I don't know, but he really is the tall, dark, and handsome, and how you have such a tall son is still like... So how much confidence do you have in the leadership team? The leadership team, your leadership team, which, you know, and we've changed quite a bit over the years, so.
Yeah, we have a great leadership team, and everybody works really hard, and that's what's important. We all focus. That's what it's all about, the right focus. And going through this very difficult time, the last, what is it, a year and a half, 2 years, whatever it is, with this virus being